concentrate here, the focus will. Now let me explain you what do you mean by communication models. Yeah, I don't want any disturbance. I said chin up and concentrate here. Yeah, go to the next slide. Yeah, your communication models in the sense, till now we have seen that devices are communicating, they are connected either by wires or wireless. Now let us see what do you mean by communication models. So communication models, they determine the mechanism, they determine the manner in which your IoT devices are sharing the information or exchanging the information, or you can say transferring the information between devices. The manner, or you can say the mechanism. What is the mechanism behind transfer of messages, sharing of messages, or exchanging the information between each and every device? Those are nothing but IoT communication models. Understandable? What kind of mechanism is provided, or what kind of manner is available, mannerism between the devices, those who are sharing certain information or data. So there are certain various types of communication models we have. Those are nothing but request response model. Next one, publish subscribe model, push pull communication model, and exclusive pair model. There are four types of model. The first one is request response model, publish subscribe model, push pull communication model, and the last one is exclusive pair model. So now let us see one by one, like what do you mean by request response model. In the yesterday's class also I have given certain idea about request response model while explaining certain things. So let us see what you mean by this. Go to the next slide. Go to the next slide. Yeah. This is the diagram for your request response model. Is it visible? Last person. Last person said properly. Yeah. Don't use anything under your desk. And don't give me a task file. Concentrate. Yeah. It consists of a client and it consists of a server. Means it consists of two parties. One is client in the sense you are the user, and the server is somewhere available in a corner. What we are doing here, it is written that client send a request to the server. In general information, whenever you are using the browser in Google or in anywhere, you type certain message, session or session. You type, means you will ask the question, you are requesting to a server. You are a client, you are the user. See, client will send a request to the server. What server is doing? It will receive the request, it will receive the accept the request, and it from the client, and it process the request, categorize the request. In response, it will give an answer, or it will fed a response back to the client. For example, anything you search, who is the villain in the Robo movie, you get all the details and picture. Say some, yes. Say some. Yes. Now who is the villain? Danny Denzel Hopper is there. Something. You will get the response. Again, that response will be fed to client only, to the user. Go to the previous slide. Previous. Yeah. So it has a client and server. What client do? Whenever a client requires any data, any information, it sends a request to the server. What server is doing? Upon receiving the request, server will prepare a list. Server will prepare a response in a certain code or encoded format. It will send back that response to the client. As simple as it is. Encoded format in the sense, so data is available in one format, that can be converted to another format. Understandable? Encoded means now my data is available in voice. That voice message can be converted into text. That is nothing but encoded format. For example, nowadays we are having a Geo fiber connection in your home. Yes or no? Somewhat Geo fiber connection. In the remote we are having two options. Either you can have a Google Talk. If you speak over that, the famous Hollywood movies, that can be converted into a Google text on your TV. Says or no? Says or no? That is nothing but encoded format. Transfer of converting of message, a certain message into another format. So that can be done here. Means you are requesting for something and your server is giving a response. And here each and every request is independent. They are handled independent. Each request is independent. It is not dependent on other requests. Go to the next slide. This diagram. So what servers do? It will look after for a certain responses where it is fetching the responses from the resources. Keep in mind, resources means libraries. Resources in the sense database. Concentrate here. Means your server will go to the library where what you have in your library? Textbooks, yes. They are nothing but resources. Here resources in the sense libraries or database where your data is stored. So server will fetch the information from the database. So let me elaborate more by using the diagram. Go to the next. What we are having here? Client, a server. Client will send a request to the server. Server will process the request. What it was doing? It was categorizing the requests. It was processing the request and it will fetch the data from the database. Means it will fetch the responses. It will receive the answer. It will fetch the data from the database where your data is stored in the database. Answers are available in the database. And that data will be converted into an encoded format. That encoded format will be given back to the client. That is nothing but client response. It is nothing but request response model. Understandable? As simple as it is. Your search engine, Google search engine. Go to the previous slide. Here I have example given as online search engine. Whenever you search a certain things, server will prepare everything, and later server will retrieve the data, fetch the data from database. In your database, information is there, and that data is converted into a certain encoded format, your text messages, video, audio, anything. And that will be fed back to whom? To the client. You are the user. That is nothing but request response model. Understandable? The last one. Understandable? Concentrate here. Chin up. Clear with this? As simple as it is. Go to the next slide. Client server is processing the request where it was doing fetching the resources from the database. The data is converted into an encoded format, a certain format. If you ask for a certain video, if that data is available in audio, that can be converted into a video, or if the data is available in the text message, it can be converted into audio. That is nothing but encoded format. That encoded messages will be fed back to client itself. Clear? Say sir.
Yes, sir.
Say sir.
Yes, sir.
Go to the next. The same thing I explained here. So this model is a stateless model, and data between the request is not written. Means each request is independently handled. It is not a group of requests. An independent request will be generated, requested by the client. And what server is doing? It is categorizing the request, fetches the information from the database, after fetching and it will be converted into an encoded format. From that encoded format it will again back to a client in a turn, it will receive a response. The same thing. Clear? Understandable? What is the example for client request response model? Online search engine. That is a good example for request response model. Now let me tell you the second one. Next. What is the second one? Publish, subscribe model. This model consists of three parties. Question? What do you do? Stand up. Sitting on the bench. What are you doing? You're writing something. Then? Yeah. It consists of three parties. What are those? Publisher, subscriber, and brokers. Listen here. What publisher in the sense? Publishers are the data producers. I'll give an example. Concentrate here. Publishers are nothing but they are producing the data. Subscriber in the sense they will consume the data. What brokers are doing? They are managing the data. Publisher, subscriber, broker. Publish means they produce certain kind of information. Subscriber means you will subscribe to certain channel. I'll give example. You will receive the data. Broker means they manage these all the data. Go to the diagram. Yeah. So this is nothing but publisher who is publishing something. What he was publishing? A message to a certain topic. Certain topic means now I have a YouTube channel. For example, certain person have a YouTube channel. He or she publishes the topic as sports. Topic 1 is sports. Topic 2 is some dance videos. Topic 3 is comedy videos. Where it was published, these all will be managed by the broker. What consumer are doing? They are subscribing. They are subscribing to a sports channel. They are subscribing to any other kind of videos. Those are nothing but subscribers. What broker is doing? Broker is managing all the topics. Topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, topic 4, like that. Consumers in the sense will consume the data. So good example is the social media platform. So if you subscribe for any data like sports or any dance videos or any comedy videos, that can be done by publish subscribe model. Understandable? Publisher means the one who owns the channel. He produces the data. He uploads the videos, uploads the content. Broker in the sense it has a different topics, sports, any kind of things that can be managed by the broker. You are the subscriber, you are the consumers. There are many consumers who will consume the data, who will receive the data. Understandable? Go to the points. Next. Here consumers will subscribe to the topics which are managed by the broker. The topics, different kind of topics are managed by the broker. Consumers are subscribing. Means what is the task of broker? It should give a messages, it should give a information, a particular topic to a particular customer only. If the subscriber has subscribed to sports, he should get a sports related information only. If the subscriber has subscribed to any comedy videos, he or she should get the only comedy videos. That can be done by broker. Broker is managing everything. Understandable? So broker responsibility is to accept the data from the publisher and send it to the appropriate consumer. Understandable? Say sir. I'll revise it. Broker responsibility is to accept the data, receive the data from the publisher, producers. What it was doing? It is sending that to appropriate consumers. Means broker is managing everything. What consumer is doing is receiving the data. Now I have some guy will have a YouTube channel. He will not be aware of the subscriber. He knows only count. Publishers are aware of subscriber, but they are not aware of the subscriber. They just send the data. They don't know who is consuming. Producer will produce the movies. The people will come and watch into the theater. They don't know who are watching. Say so. Like that, publishers are unaware of the consumers. Go to the next.